Hello, I'm here with Marion Coles of Lake Lure, Chimney Rock Precinct, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about why it's important to get involved in the precinct organizational structure. So Marion, thanks for coming to be with us today.
Thank you.
So I want to talk to you a little bit about your journey in getting involved in the Republican Party, and more specifically in the precinct organizational structure. So from what I understand from you, from our conversations we've had, you initially got involved in the Republican Party as a whole, and then saw the need and the potential to be involved in the precinct organization and the structure there. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What piqued your interest there?
The fact that there was a lady that was part of the GOP here, and she was a little bit involved in the local precinct in Lake Lure, but since then she has moved away. And I wanted to get in contact with people, so I want to know who's the chairman, who do we go to, we want to know what's going on in our area. We want changes, and the changes made.
Right.
And it took me a while to find out who those people were, and I found out that some of them have passed on or have relocated themselves. So my main reason was just wanted to get it organized again, get it going, where like-minded people can work together, and if we see changes that need to be done in our community, we can work together and go forward with that.
That's fantastic. So you say that you wanted to get people from your community involved, and that was your big push. What is the benefit of having people from the community involved in the precinct organization and the GOP as a whole?
I think you can hear someone's other opinion, and where they may see needs that I don't know, and a lot from those that have been living in the area for a long time, longer than me, and they really know what was in the past and how things have come, if things are slowing up or things not happening at all. So you need the people there to work together as a group, as a team. And no one person can do it all by themselves.
And that's especially important for us in this county because we are a majority Republican county. And so most of our elected officials are Republican, and a lot of them attend our meetings. So you're able to then bring those issues back to the meetings and say, this is what my community feels about things. This is, these are the issues we're concerned about. We'd like to see changes here.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did you use your precinct, your position as a precinct chair to help get out the vote in your area?
We mainly do phone calls, and when we would see each other, we would talk about it. A lot of them for this recent campaign was more than willing to help whatever needed to be done. They, whenever I called and request someone, let them know what I need help, they volunteered. I'd be there, and they were always just mainly willing to help.
What were the primary functions that these people helped with or assisted with during the election season, this past election?
Okay, they were
like poll observers?
Poll observer, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Poll observer and campaigning outside the poll observer with the signs. I mean,
right. So working the polls outside.
Working the polls outside, things like that.
As far as the elections go, do you feel like it's important for voters when they show up at the polls to see people from their own community, that their faces that they're familiar with, holding signs for people, supporting candidates? Do you feel like that's important?
Absolutely, because a lot of people got involved once they saw you or other people. I want to do that. I want to be part of that. So, at the next election day or whatever, it was easier to set people up because, I would ask them right away, can I have your name, your email, so I can, whenever I need your contact information. They were more than willing to do that. And also, it just gives you a sense of community when the people are involved like that. And I really felt it because a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time. Some people I met for the first time, but they were more than willing.
So in addition to winning elections, which is the primary focus of the Republican Party, the precinct organizations can have impacts in other ways, like community service, things of this nature. Going to town hall meetings, finding out what's going on in your community. Can you tell us a little bit about the involvement you would like to see your precinct have in these functions?
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I have constantly been online seeing when the meetings were held, what
Right.
time and so forth, and what was going to be the main subject of each meeting. You know,
Right.
honestly, I never ever attended. But if you don't attend, how are you going to know what they're doing, and what, you know, if it's what we need, or the involvement, or how I or people in the community can voice their opinion about different things. So if you
Right.
don't go, you don't know these things. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So my understanding from you is that currently you are the chair of the precinct, the Lake Lure Chimney Rock precinct. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you don't have many active members. You've had some that have kind of come and gone, and several that came through the election season.
Yes.
And so, you know, as we know, maintaining a strong precinct organization can be difficult. But something I've noticed with you is that you don't give up easy. You know, you stick at it. You're always pushing forward. You're wanting to get more people involved, and you know, that's something that the Republican Party needs more of, is people that, you know, okay, we may lose a few members, but we're going to build it back up, and we're going to get this thing going strong. And that's what we have to do as a community in order to organize effectively in our precincts and to be able to make a difference. So what we've heard here today is, you know, it's the precinct organization and the precinct structure is very important, not only for the Republican Party as a whole, but for the community, for your community. And so you have just heard from Marion Coles, who has been her precinct chair for 2 years now.
Yes.
For 2 years. She's worked at it, you know, stuck in there. She's, you know, recruited people. She's lost a few people, but she's recruited more people, and they've gotten out there and they've done the hard tasks. One of the biggest things that they accomplished was actually getting out the vote during the last election cycle. They went and worked the polls. This is what is important about the precinct organization, the structure, and getting together and working together as a community. There's so much that can be accomplished if the communities will get together, the precincts will get together and work as one to affect change in your own community. And so, you know, we talk about this every year as we come into convention season, the importance of the precinct organization. There's so many things that can be accomplished this way, just by getting together and saying, hey, you know, I know you're like-minded. You know, I know you have concerns. What are your concerns? Let's see how we can figure these out. Let's see who we need to talk to. Let's create a meeting. Let's schedule a meeting in our precinct. Let's get our elected officials down here to talk to us to see what we can do to get the changes that we need. So thank you for listening. Hope this helps. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions about the precinct organization when you come to the convention this year. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, and we'll be happy to talk about what your concerns are in your particular precinct and direct you to ways that you can resolve some of those issues. Thank you very much. Welcome to the convention season, and we hope you'll join us at the convention on March 22nd. Thanks so much.